Just like that kid who got $1,000 from his grandma, invested it into Bitcoin, and ended up becoming a millionaire, we're all on our own search for that next 100x altcoin. Now, a lot of people actually think it's impossible to go ahead and find that next 100x altcoin that could turn you into a millionaire. Because if we look across cryptocurrency, in 2020 alone, there was $2.6 billion in scams. And so how do you go about and separate the good from the bad? So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you my complete process for playing detective and trying to find that next 100x altcoin. And if you watch to the end, you'll even be able to see how to track smart money and see where venture capitalist funds are investing in brand new early stage crypto projects. We've all invested money into crypto projects where we've lost money and it's dumped. And I think we could all use a little bit more of good luck. So for the YouTube algorithm, it really means a lot. If you can go ahead and just take a second and hit that thumbs up button for me on the video, spread that positivity out into the universe, and who knows? Maybe it'll come back to you tenfold. But first, if you have hundreds or even $1,000 of crypto, you're kind of missing out on passive income if you just have that sitting in an exchange or maybe in your wallet. There's apps out there like Celsius that allow you to lend out your cryptocurrency and earn interest. With some of the interest rates up to 10%, it's foolish to not take your money and have it work for you. So if you want to go ahead, you want to give Celsius a try and put your cryptocurrency to work for you, I provided my referral link in the description of the video where you can get a free $50 in Bitcoin for depositing your first 400 bucks. Okay, so with all that out the way, let's jump into the video. First tool that you need to have in your toolbox when you're looking for these 100x cryptocurrencies is the website CoinMarketCap. Now we're going to be using Axie Infinity as an example for this video, only because they've had about a 7,000% increase in their price year to date. So what I like about CoinMarketCap is just how easy it makes to go ahead and navigate and find information about the protocol that you're looking to invest in. So right here underneath the name, you see a direct link to the website that you can go ahead and pull up. They also have explorers for Binance and Ethereum. There's also links to community, so you can pull up their Medium page, their Reddit page, or Twitter page and see if the community is active and thriving or if it's just a bunch of bots. They also have direct links to the white paper, which you can pull up on the protocol. And I highly advocate that if you're going to invest in anything, you should probably go ahead and read that white paper. And then another thing that's nice about it too is if you scroll down on CoinMarketCap, you can see all the different exchanges where the cryptocurrency is listed, as well as the associated liquidity on those exchanges. So more or less, could they handle your trade to buy or sell the token? So oftentimes what you'll want to do is you're going to want to find cryptocurrency projects that have, let's say, between $5 to $15 million market cap. And then you want to look for that 24-hour volume to equal about 20% of the overall market cap. Because that just shows you that the protocol is live, there's people actually using it, and money is moving around. Now, CoinMarketCap makes it really easy. You can go ahead and click on filters, add filters. And in this example, I went ahead and just sorted 5 to 15 million. Go ahead and you check through them, see if they're turning about 20% of the overall market cap in a 24-hour period. And if so, then you go ahead and you do some more deeper research with the following tools we're about to review. Now, the next tool you need to have in your tool belt is the Messari.io website. So what I like about Messari is it gives you an opportunity to go ahead and aggregate all the latest news about that particular protocol that you're looking to invest in, as well as some overall industry news. And then they have links that you can dive into where they give you a history of the protocol, history of the team. They can show you the historic roadmap so you can see how far that protocol has come or what they have on the horizon. They also have links where they can show you the investors, so all the different individuals or funds who have dedicated money to the project. And then also you get a very high level primer on the tokenomics of the protocol. And then lastly, if you scroll down to the bottom of Messari.io, you can see the different competitors associated with that project in their space. So the next website that you need to have in your tool belt is ICO Drops. So ICO Drops is actually like a Wayback Machine that allows you to look at initial coin offerings and see how they transpired and how they went. So I have Axie Infinities pulled up here. We showed they raised about $3 million back in November 2020. And interestingly enough, if you scroll down, they go ahead and they show you things like the vesting schedule of the protocol, some of the partners that they've worked with, the distribution of the tokens, and more. And so when you're looking at these things, especially when it comes to something like the vesting schedule, you want it to be a very gradual schedule, almost like little tiny steps leading up. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see like a massive swing up, which means that the early founders tokens are going to be released all at once, and then they're going to be able to dump those tokens and bury the price for all the other holders like you and me. Now, another really cool tool to have in your tool belt is the Into the Block website. So what this does is it goes ahead and it aggregates data based on the activity on different protocols. So I have Axie Infinity pulled up, and one of the things that I had noted about 45 days ago, 30 days ago, whenever I made my Axie Infinity vid, is that the network growth was continuing to show substantial strength, right? So it had, I think at that time, it was like 7-8% network growth, which means brand new addresses being created who are holding the Axie or the small love potion token and interacting on the protocol. Now at that time, and they're still dealing with it now, but there's a bunch of server issues and the game was kind of buggy and not working, but those addresses were continuing to stack up and stack up and stack up, which to me indicated that there's still a very, very strong demand in participating in the protocol. Now, another thing that's kind of cool too is you can also go ahead and you can look at how their Telegram members have changed. So that just kind of shows you from a social sentiment standpoint if people are interested in searching out the protocol. And then the last thing is the percentage increase based on a time period of large transactions. So are people feeling confident that they're putting more and more money into Axie relative to where they were or how much they were before? So the next thing you need is you need to have a LinkedIn account set up. So what LinkedIn allows you to do is it allows you to go back and look at some of the founders and their career history of these projects. So you can see if they've been in high-tech startup before, if they've been in crypto for a while, if they work for a major company like Google or Microsoft or Amazon. Now you can go ahead, you could pay for a premium account. I think it's like $75 a month or something. But if you have a basic account, there are some limitations. So like if I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to see all the different employees that Axie Infinity employs right now, I'd get pulled up with this list, which is cool. But if I want to click on the CEO's profile, right now it just shows LinkedIn member. And in essence, it's going to give you a pop-up saying you can't see it. You can't see this profile because you don't know this person. They're not in your network. So a quick little hack to get around that. So if you just pull up Google and you type in with parentheses CEO, Axie Infinity, LinkedIn, and you can change that for whatever project you're researching, the Google results will go ahead and pull it up. And then if you click on it, you'll be able to view the profile. So a little kind of sneaky way to get around that. So the next thing you're going to want is to go ahead and pull up the main website of the cryptocurrency project. So what I'm looking for here is I'm trying to see the overall quality of the site. I'm trying to see if it's interesting and dynamic. I'm also trying to see if there's any broken links or spelling errors, which could be indicative of the quality of the group behind the protocol. I'm also trying to see if they have information on the founders, like links to their LinkedIn profile. Now, you also want to keep your eye open for their white paper. So for Axie Infinity, for example, it's at the very, very bottom white paper. And we got to pull that up. So what the white paper does is it gives you pretty much everything you need to know to understand what that protocol is, what they're trying to do, how they're going to manage it, what the token's about, what's the utility of the token, what's their roadmap, right? All these things are included in the white paper. And again, similar to the website, I'm looking to see if there's spelling errors, if it's interesting and compelling, if it's well put together. If everything seems really transparent, that's always a plus. And so I highly advocate that you read these white papers, even though it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it, because you're putting your money at risk, right? Like if you can hop on Twitter or social media for 30 minutes, it shouldn't stop you from pulling up a white paper and just getting a better sense of the protocol you're investing in. Now, the next thing I like to take a look at is LunarCrush. So what LunarCrush is going to be able to do is going to look at the overall social sentiment associated with that protocol. So they go ahead and they aggregate information across Twitter and Reddit and Telegram and try and give you some trends based on its social engagement. So you can see if people are mentioning it in a bullish sentiment or a bearish sentiment, how many people are sharing links, or is the Twitter volume going up when it comes to mentioning the Axie Infinity protocol. And this doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to pump per se, but if you see a whole bunch of people talking about a cryptocurrency project on social media that maybe hasn't been popping before, it could give you an opportunity to aggregate that information and get in on that project early. Now, a couple of quick hits here. So if you're looking at a DeFi specific protocol, you can go ahead and pull up DeFi Pulse. It gives you information about the overall industry as well as individual projects within them. Especially like information around total value locked. So how many funds are put into these protocols. You can also look up DeepDAO. So DeepDAO runs some analytics on cryptocurrency projects that are ran by DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations. And it allows you to see how much funds are managed by these DAOs. Is that assets under management going up? Is it going down? Are the members going up and going down, as well as which protocols? Then also you can pull up DApp Radar, which kind of does a similar thing to what we just covered, but more for the NFT space. So you can go ahead and you can look at some of the most popular NFT based projects or games or gambling and get some detailed information about the performance of those specific NFT based protocols. Now, one way to go ahead and stay ahead of the curve when it comes to your research into these 100x cryptocurrency projects is to actually follow the grant programs of these ecosystems and blockchains really closely. So if you didn't know, Ethereum, Polkadot, they have grants in place where they give money to technology developers to go ahead and develop on their blockchain. And if we look at the Web3 Foundation, this was founded by Dr. Gavin Wood, who's a former chief technology officer at Ethereum who left to kind of create Polkadot. They have funded over 200 projects in over 50 countries. And they have a running list on this website of all the different recipients who have received these grants. So we're talking early stage projects. And so one thing I think is really interesting, so if we go ahead, we pull up, let's type in Akala. So Akala has received, looks like 3 different grants from them, spanning all the way back to the first quarter of 2020. And they just launched Karura, which is a protocol of theirs on Kusama, for around $5 at the ICO price. And prior to them going live with this, there was a whole bunch of opportunities to go ahead and buy into the token and be an early supporter well below that 472 mark. Now, when it comes to smart money, I'm always trying to better understand how venture capitalist funds evaluate risky projects like cryptocurrency and ultimately decide which ones to invest in. So I have a VC firm's website pulled up right now, AU21 Capital, and it was founded by the former founder of Gate.io, which is a cryptocurrency exchange, large cryptocurrency exchange. And they actually go ahead and they support a ton of Asian-based cryptocurrency projects, as well as others, but mostly in Asia. And so you can go hop on their website and you can see all their portfolio, all the different projects that they've invested in. And you can even do the same for other venture capitalist funds, such as Coinbase's. They have a running list of all the different projects that they too have invested in. And so the due diligence that protocols have to go through in order to earn a couple $1 million from these VC firms is really intense. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a slam dunk, for sure it's going to take off, but oftentimes these VC firms not only give money to these cryptocurrency projects, but also bring a ton of support and their network to really help push everything forward and maximize the return back to the venture capitalist fund. Because at the end of the day, they borrowed up money from their customers and they need to make them more money or they won't be in the VC game for very long. So one thing that I haven't seen anywhere else on YouTube, but is super interesting, is if you pull up the website Crunchbase. So I think there's a premium account that you can get for this. I'm just using a personal account and it seems to work fine. But I went in and I typed in AE21 Capital. It pulled up their profile, and if you click on investments, it'll go ahead and it'll show you all the latest investments that that fund has made, even in cryptocurrency projects. And so if I see something that's listed here that isn't even listed on their website yet as a project, or isn't even posted on their social media yet, it seems as if it's an opportunity to potentially get in early before it goes ahead and it pumps. Now, of course, like everything, this isn't foolproof, and it doesn't necessarily mean that there is going to be a pump. But I think through the rigorous process these funds have had to go through, these projects have had to go through, if I see something on here that no one else is talking about, it may just be an opportunity to ride in on the coattails of the VC fund and make a little bit of money. So that's it. That is my 100x cryptocurrency review process. I have a video series right now on this channel where I go through and I look at these potential 100x coins, and this is the exact process that I follow to really research them and see if the potential is there to actually 100x. So let me know in the comments down below. Was something in this helpful? Did you learn something maybe you didn't know? Is there a tool that you use that I didn't mention that you think I should be aware of? Thank you so much for watching the video. My name is Ryan Turner. This is the No Autopilot YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.